Welcome back. You're watching BNSN on ET Now. Thanks so much for joining back. Let's focus in on earnings, and specifically we're speaking about BEML. The company has posted its revenues, or rather revenue growth of 15.6%. Its losses have narrowed to 94 crore in the quarter gone by. We're joined by the management, Mr. M.V. Rajashekar, who is the CMD of the company. Thank you so much, Mr. Rajashekar, for taking the time. Could you start by telling us what helped the gross margin expand in the first quarter and what the outlook is on that front going forward? And also, could you take us through the visibility that you have on the order book?
So basically, the gross margin and even the profit after tax has improved substantially by 30%. The reason is the number one, the products what we had in the first quarter, they had better contribution and they are more profitable equipments we could sell. Second is, the production values were higher and we could generate higher numbers of equipments from the shop floors, because like last quarter, shops were totally shut down for 1.5 months, and this time production was weak, but shops were never shut down. So that therefore we could improve our production. So an increase in production numbers and the increase in the numbers of the products where contribution margin is better has contributed to substantial improvement in the gross margin and profit after tax. And that outlook is very good now. I think you are aware that our present order book position is 11,200 crores, which is sufficient for 2 years. So during the course of the year, we'll be getting orders for another 1,600 crores, 1,700 crores, and we'll be executing around 3,800 crores. Still, the year end will be ending at 9,000 plus crores of orders, which will be sufficient for the next 2 years. So up to 2024 to 25, we'll have orders in hand by end of March, even after executing substantial portion of sales this year. And we'll be recording again our highest ever turnover this year again, our promise.
Good morning, Mr. Rajashekar. This is Cheryl also joining in the conversation. What is your outlook on the freight cost as well as interest cost, which actually increased in the quarter gone by? If you could also let us know that are there any scope for these costs to actually cool down going ahead?
2 reasons I tell you. These costs are proportional to the production and sales numbers. As more sales happen, we dispatch more equipments from our shop floors. Therefore, we will be using more equipments and trailers. Therefore, freight costs will go up, right? 2, because the production numbers and sales values are much higher and we'll be using higher cash credit facilities. So therefore, the interest rate will be definitely higher. But as the year goes on, the increase in freight cost and the increase in interest cost will be much lesser compared to the increase in sales. Yes, there will be increase, but yes, increase in sales will be much better. So that by end of the year, our gross margin and profit after tax will speak. They'll be much, much better.
Mr. Rajashekar, could you take us through what the plans are for the workforce? How much of a reduction could you see in this current financial year?
No, we have seen continuously, around 600 to 700 people are retiring. That will be around 150 from executive cadres, another 450 to 350 to 450 in the employees cadre. So 600 to 700 people are retiring every year. So therefore, yes, this year also same trend, 675 to be precise are retiring this year. And next year also will be 700. So therefore, we will engage, we'll depend more on outsourcing and we'll engage outside contract employees to get the required production levels. So production levels will not drop down if the employees come down.
How was your growth in your various segments in the quarter gone by? And also if you could tell us what's the growth outlook for your verticals, and out of this, which of them do you think will actually outperform in the rest of FY22?
Yeah, so I think we have shown a growth of 15 to 16% in all the business verticals last year, 2021, right? So this year also, all business verticals will show a growth. Mining construction to the tune of around 10 to 12%. Rail and metro will be to the tune of around 20%. And there will be substantial increase in the defense growth. Defense growth, I think it will be almost around 60 to 70% growth will be there by end of this year. So that will be the business vertical which will be leading in the growth.
Help us with your take on the proposed 26% strategic sale by the government. What's the latest update on that front, and when is the process expected to be completed?
So last time when I met you, I was telling you that the divestment process is on track, and there are some bits the BEML has received, and security clearance is going on. The news now is that Ministry of Home Affairs has cleared all the firms and security clearance has come. They have the access now to the virtual data room now. They have the data available to them for their necessary analysis and their due diligence they'll be doing. They'll be carrying out with the help of experts. And then they'll be given around 3 months time to come out with a financial bid. Once financial bid comes, I think they'll be analyzing, and successful bidder, that means the highest bidder will be given the opportunity to sign shareholder agreement, share purchase agreement, etc., etc. So from there, another 4 months. So 7 months to 8 months time, it's on track. As we have seen last month in FICCI, one of the FICCI meetings, and the BEML secretary was expressing that the process should be completed by end of this financial year, March 2022. Things are on track. I think it should happen by that time.
All right, Mr. Rajashekhar, we leave it at that. Thanks for joining us on the show, talking about BEML's performance in the quarter gone by and also the growth ahead that's expected for the various segment of your company. That was Mr. M.V. Rajashekhar, who is the CMD of BEML. And on that note, we're completely out of time on this edition of Buy Now, Sell Now. From Alex, myself, and all of them who put the show together, thank you for watching. But stay tuned, Markets at Noon coming up next.